Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the What's Poppin' show. I'm your ninja rest, Karina Carls, and today we popped into Langata Women's Prison, where students will be soon graduating with, oh my god, guess which course? Law. And here I have a gentleman who's gonna be telling us his story and why he decided to take law as a course and where he sees himself going with it, right? So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, guys. You know how we interact, and of course I'll ask him. Hi, habari yako?
Nzuri sana.
Unaweza jiintroduce, naitwa nani?
I'm Gibson.
Mhm.
I'm from Naivasha.
Mhm.
I'm a law student in the University of London.
Mhm.
I decided to join this program because when I came to prison, I realized that I was ignorant of the law, and the many lives that are in prison are the ones who are ignorant of the law, equal as me. And a majority of them are not learned, meaning they cannot be able to read their files and analyze the facts of the case. So when I got an opportunity to study law, I really longed for it, and as it dawned on me, I was to save lives and have a touch and make a difference in society. So law has really made me give service to my colleagues, that is fellow inmates, and it has made me to open up my eyes. And
Sorry, let me interrupt you a bit. Please check on the sound. Um, so guys, I was checking out on the sound. Oh yeah, I think you guys should refresh on your page because the sound now is good. Let me start by reading the comments. Sorry, unatokuwa nasema hawatupati sound. Guys are very interactive. It's there. Watu, sauti iko. Ongezeni speaker zenu. Aya, first let me say big up to Killing Abdi. You're watching from Nashville. Shiromigris, how are you doing? Faith Kamau, Abdigal. It's a funny story. Patricia, how are you doing? Indirina na Sagra na Shiro na Maina. Sauti imerudi pia Elsie. My guys, isoti imerudi, you say imerudi. Aya, so let me take you back a little bit. Here we have your video has no sound. It can't be true. Sauti iko. Sauti iko. It's on your end, guys. Sorry, let's start again. Pole. Can you introduce yourself again?
I'm Gibson. I'm from Naivasha Maximum Prison. A UOL law student. As I said, I came to prison while I was so ignorant of the law, and equally I realized majority of the people in prison did not have an idea of what law was, and they were convicted simply because they did not have good representation, neither did they have the ability to raise the legal fee required to get a good lawyer to work on their case. So when I got an opportunity with APP to sponsor me in pursuing a law degree, I took it with two hands, and I have not finished the law. I have 1 year to go. But through the skills that I've acquired, I've been able to write legal documents to court, writing appeals, and I can attest to you that I have one client who was released the other day, alive.
You already have a client already. Oh my god.
I have a client who left. He was serving a life sentence. Another one was 15 years. Another one was 10. And I'm waiting for many more whose judgments are due in November this year. So it's a program that is going to take me to places, and actually it has enlightened me and made a difference in my life.
Oh, that's so interesting. And at first, did you just take law out of because you wanted to find ways of defending yourself because you're ignorant? And why not any other course? You just stuck on law.
Well, I had a case before me. I couldn't choose any other program. Law was the best option because I realized I needed to defend myself. I needed to assist others who were coming to me because I was able to read and write, but I wasn't able to draw appeals for them because I didn't have the skills. So when I got that opportunity to start law, it was to give me a leeway of getting the skills and knowledges on how I can draft appeals and how I can help somebody who is having a trial to go through the process, because you know a judicial process, which is a due process, it is so demanding that wants one to be able to understand exactly what the law is and apply it in his case.
Oh, that's amazing. Alright, guys. So for the guys who are joining me, just know that you can always comment in case you have any questions for any of my guests that I'll be having or I'll be talking to them today. Kale Kadem Kahambol, Kenkin, Jamak, you're saying you're watching from the capital city of Somalia. That's Mogadishu. Tabitha Wangui, I can see you. Davis, I can see you. Lillian, I can see you. So APP is all about rehabilitating the prisoner so that when they get out of here, they're able to have all the skills that they require. And he decided to take law, which is a super fantastic course, which is also super hard, by the way. Because I've heard like some people are just dropping out. What motivates you to keep on going?
After sitting for my first 4 modules, I passed with second upper,
Wow.
and I'm looking forward to get a distinction. So it's challenging, it's hard, but if you have passion and you get committed to it, there's nothing hard. Even a mountain can be broken. So yeah, I have passion for it. Yeah.
So now, besides now the studies that you take here, how do you keep yourself busy so that not as in talking lonely, you get to think of so many things? What keeps you occupied here?
Um, I'm never, I'm never idle, because during the day we have a clinic, a legal aid clinic, where we serve clients, and clients are our inmates. So during the day, I'm busy serving clients. At night, I make my timetable for reading, and some other hours during the day, I attend my classes because I have to attend to my tutors. So virtually, the only day I can say I'm a little bit without a lot of work is on Sabbath, which is on a Saturday when I go to worship and take out my time and relax and at least get something like a novel and read. So I virtually have something to do at least for every minute that I have, because if I'm idle, then it means I don't have work to do.
And what sentence are you serving, if you may ask?
I'm serving 20 years imprisonment, and I've served 4. Okay, the 20 years they have a remission, that is a third of your sentence is taken off, and you remain with 2/3. So I'm serving 13, whereby I've served 4. I'm looking forward to serve the rest, but I don't see it come because I have an appeal ahead of me, and I'm sure, of course, I know I'm going to at least try and get myself out of the bait. Yeah.
So while in prison, how do you keep yourself positive? Like not thinking of negative stuff. How do you keep your mind in a positive attitude?
Socializing with others, sharing our backgrounds, sharing the present, and trying to look at the future, because if you skid and fall down, you don't lay there. You just have to rise and wipe yourself and continue your journey. So, despite the fact that I'm behind bars, does not mean that I don't have tomorrow. Tomorrow is there, it's coming, and it's bright. So, socializing with others.
Socializing makes it easier.
Yeah.
And when you're socializing, what games do you play?
I like football, but I don't play. I like watching some movies, especially we have documentaries on law, because sometimes, like now, when you're doing human rights law, you must be conversant of the current affairs. So I take much of my time watching Al Jazeera and what is happening around the world, because I need to be aware of what is going on so that I can be able to relate it to my studies. Yeah.
So far, what has caught your eye?
For now, I'm not so sure what has really gotten my eye, but what is really influencing my going is that tomorrow the future is there.
Sorry, that's a very interesting one. So guys, if you have any question, please comment below. Mario Mangi asking, is this really Langata women's? So guys, APP is celebrating their students who are about to, is it graduate with their law?
No, not really. We had exams in May, and 95% passed, and we are having another exam in October, as from 9th. So we are celebrating the past results, and we are here having a conference just from the three academies. We call them academies: Naivasha, Kamiti, and Langata, just to see how far we have come and get our focus on what is ahead of us. So it is purely a student caucus.
Awesome. So now you've understood why. Kiki, you're asking Langata Women's Prison has males too. You've been explained why we are all here. George Nasema, wow, this is so inspiring. Learning has no limit, neither does it end. Kofi Anita unasema you're watching from the USA. Asante sana. Abdi unasema you're watching from Boston. Maria Mangu unasema you're struggling to hear. Maybe you can add for them some volume. Junaka labda ni on their end. Then Abdi unasema this is a very helpful story. Kofi wa Anita unasema ati ask for me, is he single? Oh my god, guys. I'm really trying to motivate and inspire you, and that's the only question you can ask. How do you even respond to that?
In prison, I'm single, but I'm married. I have kids. I have a wife. Yeah.
You've been answered. MD app, mine unasema wish I can come in front of this camera and share my story. The match that I've gone through has made it you what? I'm trying to open your story. Okay, so Maina seems to have a very interesting story. Kanji nasema that guy is so bright. Beshabo nasema waiting from Nairobi. Nal nasema we are in Langata and we are interviewing a man is because APP is holding celebration for law students here. Okay, so the law students are drawn from Naivasha, Kamiti, and Langata women. So no wonder we are here, and we're here to hear his story, right? Now we can focus. So nikuulize, after this, you've said you see yourself after 1 year, you'll help your colleagues and all that. What other course or what else will you be partaking in?
Well, I'm longing to have my master's, and I'll wish to have master's in human resource management in law, because that is the line that I've chosen to partake. And I'll wish to be a consultant, basically, because I've found that most Kenyans are ignorant of the law. Even the simple contracts that we do not know how to carry them, and when do we get that contract breached, because we do breach contracts severely. So I wish to be a consultant after this. Yeah.
You seem to be very eloquent and super learned man. May I ask, before you joined prison, what were you doing?
I was a teacher by profession on some place in Narok County. Yeah.
Wow, he was a teacher. No wonder you're this inspired. Yeah. Awesome. So, guys, we are about to have our next guest. In case you are listening, please, if you have any questions, just comment below. And let me read your last comment. Everyone is saying this is so inspiring, and you are a very bright person. Esther saying you're watching from Nyeri. Asante sana. Who else? Davis Wasema, you're watching from Nairobi. Beshabon, you're watching from Runda. Thank you so much. We are at Langata Women's Prison, where we are celebrating the law students who actually did their exams in May, and they're about to take on to others. And I've actually heard like most women are actually dropping out. It's only the men who are super motivated. What will you say to the women? Because I'm about to have a female guest too.
I know ideally ladies have a lot of challenges, and you find that maybe one has a family, and they think a lot about their families, and midway they might be having some challenges and drop, but one thing that I realized is that they don't have that resilience of enduring the going, because like when you get to law, sometimes you feel that it's something that is going to be so easy. It isn't easy. You have to tighten the belt and focus on the studies, because when you fail, surely you feel like you're not making it, and I think they just get discouraged. But it's because maybe again they have not had a role model who has passed the exams, unlike some of us. We've had some who have graduated, and they have given us the advice and techniques of studying the law and revising for exams, and such. So I think what I can maybe say is, if they can get focused and just have their mind here and forget about what's happening here, and they focus on what is happening around them and what tomorrow carries, because after today, tomorrow they need food on their table. And from prison, if you don't have anything, going to jungle with life outside there is going to be hard. But when you have something that you're going to show that indeed I have this, you are able to venture into uncharted waters, and you can be able to get something at least to keep you going.
Thank you so much for having us. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We continue. I'll see you next later. So guys, I'm about to have my next guest. Karibu sana. So can you introduce yourself to our audience? You are live now on Fast Live Kenya.
Ooh, I can't believe it. My name is Philip. Philip Mweke Mengi. I've been a prisoner in committee for the last 8 years. Me, I can just say that being this place right now, speaking to everybody in the world,
Unaweza sauti?
yeah, nasema what I can be able to say to everybody that is looking at me, listening to my message this time, this minute. I'm one of the person that came into prison the most, the worst of all persons you can ever imagine. Coming to prison was a bitter lemon for me to swallow. Yeah, it was a bad experience. I nearly sank into depression. I refused. It's like I refused myself. I felt like I lost its meaning. But thankfully, through counseling, through interactions with mentors, teachers, I was able to appreciate that I could make a sense of my bad situation. I could use the lemons that life had just served me to make something better out of it. Yeah. Thank God, because APP came about, African Prisons Project. They sponsored an initiative to study law. I'm one of the first graduates. I completed my LLB last year.
Oh, congratulations.
I'm hoping soon, God willing, to join the Kenya Law, like just other graduates, to be able to study for the advocacy program and go back to represent the vice. I came to the prison, to the court corridors, an ignorant person, somebody who didn't know about the law, who didn't know how to do this case. Right now, I'm using the skills that I've got to assist my colleagues, to assist people go to court. I've seen people being released. Yeah. Even right now, as you are speaking, there's somebody who did submissions for me over the weekend. He went to court on Tuesday, and right now he's listening to his judgment as you're speaking, and is going to be released.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What was the case all about for the students that, for the one that you're working on?
Actually, it's a robbery violence case, but looking at the issues of the trial, is rights to a fair trial were actually violated from the onset. Yeah, and because many of us, when you're faced with such cases, we don't know where to start. We don't know that you're supposed to ask court for issues of assessments. We don't know that you're supposed to cross-examine witnesses in a particular way. So when you look at those issues,
You as the accused, you can cross-examine.
exactly, you're supposed to. The law allows you, and Article 50 of our Constitution, it allows you to have the necessary facilities, yeah, and time given by the court to cross-examine any adverse evidence that is given unto you. But because of the shock and ignorance that we always have, we don't know what to do in court. Yeah. So I'll be able to learn that in my law degree. I'll be able to be mentored by teachers, lecturers, practicing lawyers that have been coming here. And I've learned that, yes, what I did long time ago was a bad mistake. I didn't know. But right now, I can be able to make amends. I'm doing it. I'm living it. I'm a living example that somebody can change. Yeah. I came to prison being a criminal. Right now, I feel I'm a lawyer. Yeah. I can be able to just to do it just like any other lawyer that given opportunity out there. Yeah. So to me, I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the change in my life, the experience that I'm able to get. Even my family can't believe that it's me. Yeah, they see a different person every time they come to visit me. They tell, "Hey, Philip, it's not you. We knew another Philip, but this Philip right now is on another level." Yeah.
So, if I may ask, what really got you here? Because I was told that you were free to talk about it.
Actually, the problem in the people that you see in prison, not every person is innocent from what he did. I was fabricated.
A minute, kidogo. Please add on to the volume. So, Kara Joel anasema you can hear him. Ni pale nilikuwa nakwambia ongezee sauti kidogo, but at least wataweza kukusikia. Nurakia yosema this is good. Electa Sharon anasema you like the interview, thank you so much. Baba Sarah, I can see you. Beshebo anasema may God bless him. Adina anasema hii Kenya ikona neno. Okay, I don't understand that. Anyway, Karine, Selena, I can see you. Dang, I can see you, and thank you so much, guys. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Karine Asama, everybody must be given a second chance. That's one of the thing that we are trying to push, or that's one of the messages that we're trying to push today. So in case of any changes, please comment below. Chantal, I thought this is a serious interview. Ananiambia timwambie niko single. Chantal Paris. Oh my god. Any live inakwanga tu na mafisi tu hivyo hivyo. Unaweza respond as we go.
Mwambie alichelewa.
Alichelewa. Haya basi Chantal, nimwambia ulichelewa sana. Haya basi, so let's go back to the question. What really now got you here?
Actually, I was fabricated for a defilement case. I used to work in one of the high-profile persons in this country. I was a security officer. I used to work with the GSU. And because the neighbor to the person that I was working with was actually molested the child, because the child belonging to one of his servants, employees, if I call it that. He was told, why don't you take it to money the guy's place? Just one of the GSU people has tricked the child that, hey, you, let me show you, come and show you around. And then the cause of everything, I defiled the baby, you see. So it's something I didn't know. And that's why I told you in the first beginning that coming to prison for me was a big shocker. I sank to depression because I couldn't believe that I could come into prison for something that I didn't know. Even I wish I would have done it, you see. At least I would be saying, okay, I'm standing for something, you see. And there are many cases of that sort, yeah. So it was a worst experience. That's what got me to prison. But I came to realize because I wanted to go back to school. Yes, I was working. I was very young. I left a very young family there at home. I needed to change my life. I needed to go back to school. But those dreams of going back to school, I didn't know that God had planned that I'm going to do it here, but not there. Yeah, so that I can be able to use the skills for His own glory. Yeah, right now that's what I'm living. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
For the guys out there who don't know what fabrication is when you ekelewa something that you did and it did not do. Otherwise, how do you defend yourself? Now, as a lawyer, how do you defend yourself when someone amekwekelea and probably they've produced some evidence that you don't know where it's coming from? How do you even cross-examine and say cross-examine the witnesses and all that?
You see, now, with the skills that I have, it's very easy for you to win a case of fabrication because the kind of question that you're able to elicit, you're able to put a question which you're able to show to the court that witness is lying. But you don't know, when you don't know the right question to pose, then it will be very difficult for you to annul what the other adverse party is saying. Yeah, to the minds of the court and the minds of the public was that witness is actually testifying to what the accused person has done. But with the right questions, you can be able to put to him or her, and truth will be unveiled. You can't lie all the time. There's a saying that's saying that you can't lie all the time. Yeah. So with the right question, you can be able to venture out or bring out that lie, that fabrication, and you're able to win your case. Yeah. And you can only do that when you have that legal skill with you, that legal knowledge within you. Yeah. And that's what I'm doing. I can tell you for sure, if you come to the facility that I'm in, people call me wakili leo niaje, wakili nataka unisaidie na hii na hii, wakili bana nataka uniandikie hii na hii na. So I even sort out my issues. I have to have a diary, yeah, because my day is always full, you see. Exactly, my day is always full, yeah. And I'm changing people's lives. I'm so excited with somebody's release. I can even cry, like it's me, because I feel that okay, what God planted in my heart is actually being churned out. Yeah, so that's what I do. Yeah, yeah.
So let me ask you, before I read these people's comments, okay, let me just read them. Abasheba anasema just have faith, God will not leave you alone. Shiro Migus anasema it's so sad, but God is there and he has plans for you. Elsie Osini watching from Kileleshwa, asante sana. Joe Biden, asante sana. Otherwise, watu anasema tu don't give up. And Nukira anasema this is just a test, don't fail, vumilia tu. Chantel anacheka anasema ati ameachwa. Penye ulisema ati she's too late. Kiki anasema in the spirit of cutting tax, can a few prisoners be charged of petty crimes be released? By the way, that can be a super good thing, by the way. Yeah.
Actually naweza ambia tu Chantel, unajua hata venye President Uhuru Kenyatta alifanywa decision ya ile ya judgment ya Supreme Court, alisema we'll revisit. So sometime later maybe we might revisit that.
Dino unapatia hopes Chantel. Alafu nikuulize, so while in prison, what do you do? Okay, you've said the schedule is usually super busy and all that. Okay, for people who probably are not doing anything, how do you like motivate them to take something so that wasikae wakifikiria sana? You know, sometimes mawazo inaweza kumaliza.
Let me tell you the first thing. Being a lawyer is just like being a pastor or being a counselor. You have to have those skills that you can able to talk to somebody so that you can be able to open up. You cannot assist somebody in his case without inviting him in a particular way of talking to him so that he can be able to open out. He can give you the history of everything of what happened. Yeah, so that you can be able to know where and how to assist him. Yeah, so that's what I do. I counsel people. Sometimes somebody doesn't even want assistance on his case. Sometimes what he wants is a listening ear. He has just been convicted. He's in shock. He doesn't know how to adapt to this place, just like me. So those many years that I'm telling you about, the 8 years ago, I didn't have somebody to talk to me until a while later, almost a year down. I almost sank into depression because I didn't want to talk to anybody and nobody was willing to talk to me. Yeah. So what I do, I come like naweza kuja tu na kugote niaje mzae vipi jo wana ka new faces kwani ulikamlini mimi nilitingwa jana iza jo walijaisha mimi niko sisi tuko utasurvive kama sisi tumesurvive hata utasurvive. You see, somebody gets okay, he opens up sawa niaje. You see, anafunguka roho na muuliza nini imekuleta, naambia ni nilifanya hii okay sawa na umeshatuma appeal bado appeal tutatuma. Uko na akili ama akili? Sina akili, siwezi afford, watu wangu wezi afford akili. Usijali. Takuandikia apili yako, hata takuandikia bure. Au utaitishwa kitu yote. Yeah. Hapa mwenye unaongea naye ni wakili. Yeah. So it's like what? Yes. Alafu askari kama wako hapo karibu, huyo ni wakili. Kwanza huyo atakusaidia, huyo ndio atakusaidia sasa. You'll be sorted out. So I talk to him, I counsel him. And if he needs an appeal, I do it for him. If it's just counseling, pure counseling, maybe he has a family, he has a lawyer there outside that is doing the submissions for him or appeal for him, I just counsel him. I talk to him. I follow up on him from time to time to make sure that he settles down. Yeah, because that's what you need. What you need being in prison, it's not that bad feeling that you're in the wrong place. You need to settle down. You need to know that, okay, what happened, but you need to move on. You need to dust yourself and move on. Yeah.
Now, for the guys who are watching us, especially for our audience, what would you like tell them? How should they handle prisoners, especially when they live out there? Sababu kuna wenye watakuwa na skills, kuna wenye hawana skill. Yeah, unajua si kila mtu atachagua kufanya something of importance. How would you tell them to handle prisoners once they're released?
The biggest problem prisoners experience is that kuna kwa that stigmatization. Watu wanakustigmatize ati ule alikuwa mfungwa, ule ametoka jela. So hata kitu yote kiibiwa in that neighborhood, because you've been released from prison, the first suspect will be you. Yeah, mimi naambia tu watu, kila mtu anahitaji a second chance in life. Mandela kama ajepewa that second chance in life sababu alikuwa jela, aje kuwa president. And so many people have passed through prison. I can name them. Jomo Kenyatta, Raila Odinga. Kama siyo handshake yake sasa Kenya tuje kwa wapi? Yeah? Labda hii experience ya maisha ama venye ya kuhandle conflicts na issues aliipatia hapa jela. Yeah, so hata mimi venye niko hapa jela, kesho naweza nikaachiliwa, naweza feel bad sana nikistigmatizwa na mtu sababu nilikuwa jela, and yet mimi ni venye nimekuja jela nimejiaccept na nimeaccept kuishi positive life. So venye tuna cancelianga hapa hivi ni kuambia tu watu ni aje we Kenya ulifanya, Mungu atakusamehe. Omba Mungu akusamehe. What you need is another life. Ukitoka pale nje, kama kuna skill kidogo umesomea hapa, kama ni tailoring ama masonry or whatever course, hata kama ulienda shule, kuna wengine wakuenda shule because wametoka ghetto, ana maparo walikuwa wanaweza ku afford kumpeleka shule. Sasa amekuja hapa, amepata chance ya kwenda shule, amefanya mpaka study yetu, wengine wamefanya mpaka form 4. Society it will accept, ipatie mtu room ya kuchange, ipatie room ya kuonesha Kenya amechangeika. Kama sasa nimefanya law, maybe naweza penda sana niende Kenya School of Law, naweza penda sana nipate hiyo chance ya advocacy program, naweza penda sana nipate chance ya kwenda kotini niambie judge, yes, siku moja nilikuwa hapa kama convict, right now I'm standing before you, I'm a lawyer, I want to represent somebody and a privileged person. Nikifanya noma yangu sijikuwa naweza afford lawyer, siku afford lawyer, ilibidi nijifanye mimi mwenyewe. But right now I can be able to be that advocate for that person that cannot afford fees to pay a lawyer. See, litigation is expensive in Kenya and all over the world. It's expensive. We need to do something. What I want to do, I want to bridge that gap. I want to volunteer in any organization, in anywhere, just to provide those legal services to those persons that cannot afford it. That's what I want to do.
Right.
To me, that's the ultimate fulfillment.
So how many years are you serving and how many are you left now?
Unfortunately, I'm serving for life sentence, but I have a chance of an appeal. I'm doing my groundwork, just waiting for a call from court, and I'll be ready to go. This time around, I have to go home. I know the facts, I know my case, I know the law, I know the issues that I need to put before court, and most of it all, I need to show the judges that the person that was convicted is not the person that is before the court. That person has been rehabilitated, that person has undergone change, and that person is ready, right, to go back to the world, do something else. So I'm serving life, but it's just for a moment. Sooner or later, Chantel and the rest, mtanipata huko.
Last question. Let me ask you, because I've had defilement case, zingine zinakwanga 12 years, 5 years. How come yours became like a life imprisonment?
Let me tell you, in the Sexual Offenders Act, and in our Kenyan law under Sexual Offenders Act, the sentence is calibrated according to the age of the victim that you molested or you are accused of. So if it's a child of 1 year to 11 years, then the law says that the only minimum sentence that can be given is life sentence. If you defile a child of 12 years to 15, then the minimum sentence you can be given is 20 years. If it's a child of 15 to 18, 15 to 17, not 18, because 18 is an adult, then it's 15 years. And then if it's an adult, it's 10 years. So that's why I'm serving license of, because the victim was below 12 years, was 11 years, was a 9-year-old. Yeah.
Oh, now we understand. What?
So you get it.
Hey, pia mimi nahitaji kusoma law kidogo. Haya, let me read your final comments. Mercy Sweet, I can see you. He's already explained what he did. Elsie asema, oh no, life. Rose Maseka asema, what life sentence? Usijali, utatoka tu, God is in control and he has had your case. Christian anasema, woye, the devil is a liar. Baba Sarah anasema, this is so, pole sana. Chantel anasema, I'm yours even if you are there. Inside, I don't care. My goodness. Aya, Chantel, nimekusomea comment.
Yeah.
How often are guests welcomed?
You can pay visits every time during the week. Morning hours, visiting hours run until 11:30, and then in the afternoon hours is from 2 to 3:30. Yeah, weekends, it's a bit tricky, but weekdays, if she has the time and anybody else, you can come and visit us. Yeah, and by the way, what I didn't tell you is that apart from me, I have colleagues that are also doing law. So by the end of this year, we're expecting more graduates, almost 10 of us. We have an initiative to fundraise to build more classes and another library, a moot court room, so you can be able to expand the services that you're offering to our clients and people there. So na welcome Chantel na wale wengine wote wanaweza taka kupatana na sisi. Tuko na initiative ya kuongeza classes zetu, kufundraise, kuongeza facilities zetu tuko nazo, ndo at least hii sheria tuko nayo iweze kufikia wengine wengi pale nje. Yeah.
Let me ask you, in committee, besides law, what other courses are offered?
In committee, apart from law, kuna watu fanya initangwaje metal work ya kuchomelea, carpentry, tailoring. Kuna wengine wakuanga tuna talent. Kuna mpaka football. Juzi tulicheza na Karibangi Sharks, juzi tulicheza na FC Leopards, tukawachapa 3-3, tukadraw. So there are people with mad talent. Kuna watu sakata pale, dancers, yeah. And then kuna pia commercial courses. Some people are doing CPA. I've done CPA. I'm in level 3, session 3.
Unajua nili drop out one. Nilisema no, I'm not gonna count it.
So because of jungling between CPA and law, I had to put it on hold, but I've done until CPA 3. Yeah, so I finished up on LLB. I completed last year. Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You're really inspiring people out here. Mercy Sweet and are you married? My God, guys. Ushaijaribu kuinspire watu ama unajaribu kupreachia watu, but then again wanakuwa the lost folk.
The other side of the story. Si kenye nilikuwa nasema.
Nasikiliza vitu zao. Selina sema, if I need his assistance, how can I get him?
Exactly. If it's his assistance. Actually, the law that you are doing is run by an organization, sponsored by an organization called African Prison Project. You can Google it on net. It's on net. You can visit the offices at Westlands. Then you can come with them, or you can even come in person to prison. You'll be taken to the law class. We'll be able to meet you. We'll hear your issue. If your issue is court, we'll be able to advise you. Some people can't have, maybe they have those private issues in court. Maybe a contractual relation that went bad, or maybe it's a conveyancing issue, but you don't know how to approach a lawyer, or maybe you can't afford to approach a lawyer. You can bring that issue. I'll be able to advise you. You can be able to do your case. You can show you how to be able to handle it. You can self-represent yourself in court when you are rightly informed. So you can do that for you for free. Yes.
Oh, that's interesting. So guys, you know where to get him. We are being hurried a bit, so may I have my next guest? Asante sana. You've been a pleasure. Most people are really loving you because so many people. So hi, bye. Thank you so much. So I'm about to have my next guest. You can probably look around. Hi, how are you? So, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a female guest. Probably can introduce yourself more.
Okay, my name is Jane Manyonge, and I'm at Langata Women Prison currently.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now you are a paralegal, you're a student, yeah?
Here I am a paralegal. Yes.
I had to Google what paralegal is. No, I did business. So paralegal is a student who's not yet a lawyer yet, right?
Yes. What we do is basically the basic legal work that you do. Our work is to help the lawyer, but with the time you can also train to be a lawyer. So it's usually our joy to serve our fellow inmates as paralegals. Someone comes to you, could be they want to draft a petition, they want to draft an appeal, or even they want to be drafted for the cross-examination questions. You are there to do that for them. Or sometimes you can just give them the legal advice. Could be this person, they're not confident enough to stand in court, You boost their morale by advising them to believe in themselves and to speak out. Because if they sit on their rights, the court will do nothing.
All right. And I've been told so many ladies give up on the way, especially because it's low. What has inspired you to continue?
Oh my, what I would say is that actually, I would say that my ignorance before that even led me to come here. That is what, as negative as it is, that's what it pushes me. Because had I this knowledge before, I wouldn't be in Langata. But because of ignorance in court, you stay mum, you think the lawyer will do everything, or you think the court will sympathize with you because you're a woman, that is just crazy, so to speak. So it is that ignorance. Now that I've seen the light, I also want to go out there to educate women who are in the same condition I was, did not know anything about law, or you just hear about it but you aren't interested. Actually, it's very important to know the law, even if it's just at the basics. It will take you a long way. Yeah, that's what pushes me.
Let me interrupt you a bit. We'd like to change seat because your shirt is a bit dark kidogo. We can sit there and at least I use the other hand.
No problem.
Yeah. So let me read your comments in the meantime. We are live now on Past Live Kenya. So far, Elsie anasema you have a very nice English. Lavenda is clapping for you. Anna Auma anasema her English is better than mine. Salama anasema mimi na float na kizungu. Eric Mzalendo, you say you really like what you do. Big respect. And also for these people that you have as our guest. Maxwell Kago anasema yeah, I'm cool. I'm a doctor at Karen now. Wow, interesting. Lucy, I can see you, and Christina, I can see you. In case you have any questions for Jane, feel free to ask. So you... Oh, I turn mine. Like that. Oh, for her to move forward. Okay. Oh, our director is telling us to move a bit forward. Yeah, it's because the sun has already changed. Yeah.
Like so?
Okay, now we are good to go. I'm sorry, it's because of the lights. Yes. So you were saying before that if you know law or if you are aware of such things, you wouldn't be here.
No.
You will have found a way of defending yourself more. What was your case all about?
My case was about murder. Yeah, it was about murder. And, what I can say is that there are people who say that someone can plan for murder. Yes, there are those who do that. But in the situation whereby it's domestic, you do not plan for it. These things just happen. In the heat of the moment, you've done something stupid. Yeah, and it costs you freedom. So that was my case. Yeah.
And I researched a bit and I found that there's a difference between, like, if you want to commit murder now, like in the heat of the moment, it's kind of different, and the way you defend yourself in court is kind of different as compared to you went out there, you looked for charcoal or probably you looked for petrol, and then you came back because you have a whole lot of time to rethink your action. So is there really a difference between the two, where you take your time, think about it, compile all those thoughts, and then commit it, or rather do it, and at the heat of the moment?
All I can say that, in my opinion, there should be a difference. Because when, in case of the domestic violence, you are not alone. It takes two to tangle. So could be this person wants to beat you up, and for you to defend yourself, could be you will look for anything that is near. Yeah, and then you use it as your weapon. Yeah, and that is that. To me, it should be differentiated. The planning and that one, the heat of the moment. Yeah.
So there's no difference?
As far as I'm concerned, if there were a difference, then I would be given manslaughter or something, or even a short period of time in prison. But it wasn't so. Yeah, it wasn't so.
Okay, so what's your sentence like?
Come again?
What was the sentence like?
Wow. I do not have a date of going home. So mandatory death sentence, life for life. Yeah.
Life for life. Oh, I thought those things were scrapped off. It was tabled in parliament for it to be scratched off.
But by the time I was sentenced, the judge's hands, so to speak, were still. Yeah, but right now, I think it's different, and that's why we shall go in for appeal, or you can even go for a petition. Yeah, yeah.
So now, since you chose law, how are you using it to at least even appeal for your case and all of that?
Yeah, like right now, with the knowledge that I've acquired via APP, paralegal training, even if I do not have a lawyer, I can stand on my own in court and defend myself very well, even better than that lawyer. Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
So have you already filed appeal?
Yes, it is in the pipeline. It's in the pipeline. The reason as why it's in the pipeline, you know, when somebody loses life, people grieve, and you don't have just to rush when the ground, so to speak, is still volatile, and then you go for an appeal. So I'm taking my time. I'm taking my time, hoping that even with the time, the complainant's side would have even said, "Let's." Yeah. So my appeal is actually in the pipeline. Yes.
And when coming to prison, how did you prepare yourself to getting into prison? What was occupying your mind the whole time so that you didn't get into depression and, thoughts eating you and all that?
Oh my. You know, coming to prison, in fact, there's no planning. It's like you are learning on the job. You're brought here, nobody, you know everybody, the situation is different, and even could be that everything is different, food, language around and all that. But what kept me going was that, one, I know who I am. That's the first thing. And secondly, of course, prayer, leaning on God. I think that one did the most part of my getting used to this place. Prayer and a lot of prayers, and sometimes I'm not somebody who moves with the crowd. I don't move with the crowd, so I'm not easily swayed. Yeah, I'm not easily swayed. So I look at the situation, I think, then I know what to do. Yeah. And again, my family gave me courage. Even when I was being sentenced, my dad, he is now 86. He all the way from Bungoma came to court. I looked at that old man, very cold in court. He sat there and he gave me a shoulder, not to cry on. Told me, don't worry, things will be okay. For me, my family makes me tick. Exactly.
So what you can say for the people out there, how should they change their mentality in terms of how they should be treating prisoners, and of course when prisoners now when they're released?
What I would like to tell the society at large is that the society should change the stereotype on prisoners, because in some quarters of the society, they think that a prisoner will always be a criminal. It's not that way. See how many people, the prisoners, they are in prison and they are studying law, and they can defend their fellow inmates. Someone like that one, when they go out there, they will be a light to the society. So it's about time the society stopped the wrong stereotype of a prisoner being a social misfit. It's not that way. It's not that way. I'm not saying that all the prisoners are good, but again, all of them are not bad. Yeah, so being in prison does not make you to have a crooked mind. No, it is the way who you are inside there. Yeah, that's what I can tell them. And probably talking of the prisoners, Where was Nelson Mandela before for 27 years? And yet from prison, he becomes the first president of South Africa. That is something to cherish. So prisoners, we aren't social misfit actually. We are people who are inspired through organizations like APP, like other good well-wishers, Farage and the rest, They hold you like this. They make you somebody, could be even who you are not like that before. Like I did not have any paralegal skills when I came. Yes, I was a teacher, but about paralegal work, I knew nothing. But see, God willing, if I leave this place, I'll leave it rich with knowledge. Rich with knowledge. So as I go out there, my duty is to help other women who are languishing in ignorance and mostly going through the domestic violence. And I would also want to tell them that, when you see the red flag, either do something about it or run. Yeah, because things never change. You might find yourself in prison. Yeah.
Wow. Aya, guys. Now, that's a very, 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 it's a nice. I don't know what I can add onto it. Because, yeah, true. When you find yourself in such a situation, one day, there's people who think that such things can change. It all starts with a slap. It continues. You think the person, when they say sorry, they're really sorry. You've been told, get out of that situation before you find yourself here. Ewing Potarankin, you're saying you can't compare yourself. You say, oh, sorry. You're saying everyone has to be given a second chance. Lavender, you're replying to Maxwell. Rosie Maseki, you're saying hii ilikuwa self-defense. Maybe ni bwana alikuwa na shida. Oh yeah. Salmina, you're saying yes. When it comes to self-defense, it's kind of tricky. Samutuko, you're saying you're so much inspired. Asante sana. Ariana was saying you like what she's doing now. The fact that you took law onto it. Na venye nasema you're gonna help women with it. Otherwise, Lucy Sonia na wahona, asante sana. Langat na kuona, you're saying she has a very nice English. Everyone is talking about your English. Oh my God. Sasa nikuulize, at Langata Women's Prison, besides law, what other courses are offered there?
Okay, besides law, like now I'm into French. Yeah, je m'appelle Jane Manyonge. Je suis Kenyan. Je parle français, Angleterre. Kiswahili.
I wish I knew French. I'll have responded.
Yeah, I'm into French also. And I'm also into book club. That's writing short stories. What else? I'm also teaching at school. I was a teacher out there before. I'm still teaching my English and theory.
Wow.
Yes. So it is always a busy day for me. I have no time to waste. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Now, in general, what other courses are there?
Aside from that, what else? No, those ones are the major ones.
That are found in Langata Women's.
Those ones are the major ones. Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for talking to us. You're such an inspiration. Yes. And we're really glad that you're doing this nice cause. Because at the end of the day, you can, when you're so idle, thoughts can really eat you up.
It's true. Yeah.
Basi, thank you so much. This is Jane. Guys, we are about to wind up, but let me see whether I can be able to get Alexander, who is the founder of APP, who can talk to us more about it. Alright, let me work it out. And see whether I can get Alexander or probably someone who's in charge of APP who can talk to us. Yes, they're going to fetch him. Aya, basi, let me read your comments, guys. Nasema hapa tena Miss Langata at the moment. Sorry, she probably didn't take law. Monica said she's not a super lady. Eric una reply na French unasema bonjour je m'appelle. Ish. Hey guys, you know French. Elsie, yes, naona comment yako. She didn't take French. She didn't take law, so no wonder I don't have her here. Kiki unasema hope you get out soon. Yeah, that was for the lady that you are speaking to. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. Please have a seat with me.
Yeah. I'm the legal aid officer for African Prisons Project, working in Langata Women Prisons and Thika Women Prisons and Thika Men Prison. Yeah. And my role, I'm a lawyer by profession, an advocate of the High Court, and my role is to oversee the work in the clinics. That is to manage and supervise the paralegals who we train to provide free legal services to inmates in prisons. Yes.
Okay. Probably you can introduce yourself. Sorry, your name?
My name is Caroline.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. She's Caroline. Like we know, I said like me. I don't know how I even forgot. I'm so sorry. So Caroline, let me ask you, what really like pushed you guys, or kind of motivated, inspired you guys to rehabilitate the prisoners, to even take law of all these courses?
You see, the legal profession, legal services in Kenya are very expensive. And coming into prison, we realized that most are in here for petty offenses or issues that they can deal with unless they have an advocate. But because of being poor and marginalized in society, they're not able to afford. So we felt, what can we do to help the situation? Because looking at our mission as the African Prisons Project is to promote hope and to provide dignity to prisoners living in prisons. And we had a few deliberations here and there, and we felt that having a legal aid program is the best way to provide access to justice in prison. So we got people who are interested, and they took them through the process and recruited them into the program. Yeah.
We were talking to Philip, and he told us that he's actually worked on clients' cases, and that actually went well. Yes. So how many probably people have your students probably helped?
Like for the year 2018, we've helped around 500 clients so far, and we can say around 200 have gone home. Yes. So we're still there, but the number is quite big, because like in Kamiti we have around 2,000 prisoners, same to Naivasha. In Thika we have around also another 1,000 prisoners for both men and women. We also operate in Machakos prisons, Kiambu prisons, and given looking at our criminal justice system, we think that is quite a good number. Yeah.
And how do you motivate the ladies to continue taking law? Because no, law is not that easy. How do you motivate the ladies to continue doing it?
What we do, first we enroll them into the paralegal program, and we equip them with the basic knowledge in law. Also, we offer leadership training for the women to boost their self-esteem, to boost their confidence, and to actually make them believe that they can do law, because many are under the pretext that law is difficult, like you've said. Yeah. And also, since I also manage I usually manage the female prisons, so I also try and motivate them, because I tell them, if I did it, what will stop them from doing it? So, and just making sure that they have people who can come and support them. We also are bringing students from low female students from Strathmore, Mount Kenya, Nairobi University, to just come and share with them their experiences and to encourage them to do law. And quite a number have joined, and we're hoping that the number will keep increasing, because like currently we have how many female? This year we took in 4 female inmates, very sharp young minds, and we're hoping that they will finish the program. Yeah.
So let me ask you, when a prisoner joins the prisons, how do you guys handle it in such a way that they don't get depression, they keep their minds busy and all that?
That is not more for African Prisons Project because we're more aligned to the legal program. But what we try to work with the Kenya prisons, the administration, once we identify clients who need counseling, they need those sessions, we refer them to the welfare. They usually have a counseling and rehabilitation department. And also we try and also talk to the prisons. Perhaps somebody is very intelligent and low, we try and go and convince them to have that inmate join a certain program. Yeah, so we help them. We also work closely very much with the Kenya Prison Service to help inmates get into programs that can be beneficial to them. Yeah.
Nice. That's amazing. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We are live on Pulse Live Kenya. So let me find questions. Kale Kadimu unasema security hapa iko tight sana. Samuel unasema atimi nasema lawyer iko ngumu na kumbe nimekaa tu hapo karibu na lawyer. Guys. Aya. Ellen Wade unasema we had your Kenyan brother again in our church on Tuesday. Okay. Shelly unasema Miss Langata alienda wapi? My God, guys, hakuchukua law, naenda haiko hapa. Karina, I can see you. Maxwell unasema okay, watu wanaongelea hapa security. I think nimenyulizungusha ukaonesha kamera wakaona security iko so tight. So Caroline, what's the future of your students? Ama what do you expect to see from your students?
We expect one of the requirements when you're joining this program, you will know that it is a voluntary program. We don't pay them to do this work. It is purely voluntary and people are passionate. And what we emphasize is that you need to be a change maker. We use that term, to be a change maker. That you don't use this knowledge for your own personal gain, for your own issues. You use it to provide a change in society, a change in the community they're living in. So my expectation of our students is they use that law to bring change within prison and outside prison. And we also, even when they're released, we still follow up on, because we even have employed some who have been released and now they work with us as paralegals. They're the ones we send to courts to file documents, to trace files, to attend hearings and see if they can help an inmate without a lawyer. So that is the expectation. It is supposed to be a continuous process. It doesn't stop just because you've been helped and you've gotten out of prison. So that is the expectation. And you're seeing some of them, even when they leave, they tell us, we want to start our own NGOs. So it is about creating change in society. That is the essence of the whole program. And that is my expectation of my students.
So parting shot to guys who are watching and of course the society at large, how should they handle prisoners once they are released?
You should we should be fast, we should be very empathetic and compassionate. And what we like saying is that even I, as an advocate, am a potential prisoner. I could be free 1 minute and the next I could be
potential prisoner.
Yes, so don't be judgmental. They need a lot of love. They need a lot of understanding, because we all how do I put it? We are all brought together by different circumstances. Try and understand them, and we have seen change. Just be compassionate. We are working with ex-prisoners. They don't do the things they used to do, but all they ask the community is, please accept us. Give us a chance to prove to you that we have redeemed ourselves, and to help also the society become better. I mean, I can talk about Peter Oko. Peter Oko was one of our students, and he's doing a lot of things. He started his own NGO and doing a marvelous thing, because that is the community that accepted him. So they are, on behalf of them, I ask the society to just be empathetic and understanding, and it will all be over for them and also for the community.
Asante sana. So guys, I hope you've heard that. Mushira, please don't forget to show us their workshops and the product that they make. My God, today we are only focusing on APP, which is offering students who are willing to partake it. So far, we've spoken to a lady from Langata Women's Prison, from Naivasha Maximum Prison, and the other one was from Kamiti, and you guys are really doing an amazing job. Jakwambi anasema, yes, this is so amazing. Guys should change their mentality. Chantel anasema bado nauliza namba ya Philip. My god. Maxwell anasema she looks beautiful and attractive. Okay. Nimeona tu nisiendelee nao. My god, nini our audience saa zingine wakwanga mafisi saa zingine. Imagine you're trying to inspire someone and then that's the question they can think of.
At least they're watching. And I hope they get something. They get a message. Yeah, and they can come and support APP in whatever way we can to bring change in society, to promote justice in society. Because maybe what I can also say that not everybody who is in prison is guilty of a crime. Some are victims of circumstances, and that's why I'm saying anybody is a potential prisoner. So don't be judgmental, and also try and support them in any way that you can. Even just coming to visit a prisoner, it means a lot. It gives them hope. It shows that people love them, and it inspires them to change. Some change because of the love that the society shows them. So that is why I'm saying that we need to show a lot of love to prisoners so that you're able to change them. We don't expect prisons to change them. It is the whole society as a general which will change them. Yeah.
I heard that you guys will be doing a fundraiser later on for classrooms and all that. Please tell us about it.
We are doing a fundraiser for committee at Committee Maximum Prison, because we are currently running low on classrooms. We only have one classroom which is being used by all the law students from first year to fourth year. It also doubles up as our legal aid clinic. So as the teacher is teaching, there is a team behind drafting those submissions, drafting those appeals for clients, and we're becoming a bit of a stretch because the number is growing. So I also want to point out that it is an initiative of prisoners. They sat down and felt, what do? We want to bring change in society. And they told us, as APP, we want to do a fundraiser. We want to call in our friends, our relatives, people we know to come and support us. So it is their own initiative, the paralegals at committee, the law students at committee who are doing the fundraiser, and APP, we are coming in to support them. So it will be in November, and we have not yet agreed on the specific date. It will be in November. So those who are asking how they can support APP or how they can support the paralegals in prison, this is one of their ways to come in and support us. If they can support whatever, a bag of cement, books, anything, they'll be very happy.
How can they get in touch with APP?
We have a website, www.africanprisons.org, or you can send your queries to info@africanprisons.org. Maybe I can check the telephone number.
Yes, please, as we're winding up. So guys, it has been a pleasure having your audience. So as we're trying to get the number that we're able to get APP, because you guys can really do a lot to really assist them. As you see, it's a very nice rehabilitation course. Have you the number? So far, okay.
So 0722 452 194. I repeat again, 0722 452 194.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Caroline. It has been a pleasure having you. And thank you so much for inviting us. You'll be inviting us more often.
We will.
You will? Promise?
Yes. She'll be coming for a fundraiser. We're most welcome. Yes. Oh, we also have an event. We will tell you more about it in October. That is the World Day Against Death Penalty, still at committee. The plans are still underway. So we hope to see you then.
Nice. Oh, that will be nice. Guys, I've been your host, Karina Kaus. Thank you so much for joining us on What's Popping. Till next time.